The Chinese are taking over Jamaica like rapid wildfire.
Watch out, be a Chinese. Not one black man on the side.
One black one on the road.
Not one black man on the side. Like I run them, I go run.
Take care of all of their family folk.
Not one black man. Be a Chinese. Watch out. You have to big them up still because they work good. Yeah. You have to big up them still. Them are put in good work, you know? Be a Chinese. Show one black man in our group. None. Big up on yourself still because you know on the job. Yeah.
Yo, where they are way poor dog of fire now, you got no poor.
Nobody want to hear me dog them, you know.
Now, welcome to the channel. This is the indicator commentary. And today, I have a very wide discussion concerning the Chinese who are moving to every country in this world. Not only in Africa, in Caribbean, Jamaica, but almost in every corner of the world, they are there. Are they helping the country, or are they demolishing or giving a lot of disturbance to the citizens of that particular country? What are their importance? Is their importance more of percentage, or it is less of the percentage? So, this indicator commentary, welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. So, let's continue. Stay tuned.
I don't know how difficult it is for you, but I actually can focus on more than one thing at the same time. I can express my concern for what these black capitalists are doing in the country in which I live. And I can also focus on what is happening with a so-called Chinese takeover in Jamaica. I can focus on those two things at the same time. With that being said, from the discourse that I've seen online, not a lot of Jamaicans are focused on this so-called Chinese takeover. Sure, people whisper, but whenever I speak or when other creators speak out and say, we should have some grace for Haitian refugees who are seeking asylum in Jamaica, and we should have some grace for people who are suffering in Jamaica, and we should be careful of how we are allowing foreign capitalists to come and take over certain industries. It's the same Jamaicans at home who are attacking us. It's the same Jamaicans at home who are telling us to mind our business. I also believe that there are bigger issues at play, and one of those issues is the way in which Jamaicans, especially those at home, have been conditioned that certain things are the way they are and should stay the way they are. It's the way how Jamaicans at home have been conditioned to believe that certain people belong in certain tier, and that is why I have seen a surprising number of people to me who are very unconcerned and very supportive of this takeover that you speak of, which is why I'm leaving it alone. I thought about making a video about it, but I'm leaving it alone because the last time I spoke up on here about how certain people were basically trivializing our black culture and trying to whitewash our culture on this here platform, it was Jamaicans, many black Jamaicans, who came to their defense against me. So I have learned my lesson, and I'm going to leave you all to deal with that takeover. While I can, acknowledge that there are certain things that I am uncomfortable with, for the most part, I'm going to leave the Jamaicans to figure this one out.
Jamaicans aren't only being pushed out of their beaches, but gradually they're being pushed out of business. Check this out.
Chinese mechanics in Jamaica should go 20-30 cars a day like clockwork, while Jamaican mechanics, they carry around stuck in the garage sometime for a whole week. But how did the Chinese get here? How did they set up shop so fast right in front of our eyes? Listen, foreigners are coming in, buying land, running businesses, owning Jamaica, and we're becoming visitors in our own land. Just like some places in Africa where people now work for foreigners in their own country. Sooner or later, the Chinese going to control the parts distribution and shut us out.
I already think it's too late for Jamaicans. And the reason why I say that, because back in 2015, Jamaica signed an agreement with China, allowing China to control one of their biggest and most important ports for 30 years. And that's the port of Kingston. So China dictates what goes into Jamaica and what goes out of Jamaica. So I'm pretty sure all these Chinese business owners already have a connection with distributors in China. So they have direct contact with the distributors when it comes to supplies and keeping their stores in stock. So as you gradually see Chinese businesses pop up, you see less Jamaican businesses. So Jamaicans are gradually becoming workers for foreigners. And who allows another country to control your ports, allow what comes in and outside of your country? Like I said, it's already a wrap, at least for 30 years.
Yo, so I say, down in Jamaica, the Chinese mechanics are taking over little by little. And I hope the man them not get mad. Hope the Jamaican mechanics them not get mad. Because for years, when you use people, on to tell people lies, on to general out people, on to charge exuberant fees, high fees, charge this for that for that, and you know say yo, when I rob the people them. But now have competition. With everything in life, there should be competition. There should not be no monopoly. So you know a lot of these Chinese, they're so smart. They at them build car them. Enough of them at them build car them. Enough time at them build these cars. So them are the right person to fix these cars. So now the Jamaican mechanic market, the Chinese them are flooded. And the people them get them car fixed in no time. I'm seeing like countless videos where people bring them car in this morning and by a little more in the evening, them get them vehicle. No longer them are going carry car go give Jamaican mechanic them and them give you be a long story. Oh, come back tomorrow morning. When you go back tomorrow morning, oh, come back Wednesday. When you go back Wednesday, them say it's still not done. Something need to be on parts to come Friday. Them have the car for a week. The people must say, oh, when them carry them car give Chinese mechanic them within half a day it done, and them get by them car in them hand, and the car fixed because 2-3 Chinese man attack the car one time. You drive in 3 man attack it and bam 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 bam. Fix that. We must have them put it together and them assemble it, you know. And them put in the parts and all of these things. So who is the best person to fix it? Not the person who put it in. We know about everything. It's a good look. Can you imagine when they start build house? Can you imagine when these Chinese people start build houses on a wider scale? Can you imagine? And it's gonna build and build fast and build strong too, because them know what them do. Oh, bad like them China. You see us them with that China? You see building them with that China? And them, you think them are import, nobody come build a house over there? And China have the most people on that pan earth, you know, dog. 1 billion? It's a good look. Pull up on the stocks of Jamaican mechanics. And if in other fields, if you don't try growing the people them, Chinese are come take over again. Believe.
We suffer every day. Can you imagine? We have been here for centuries and we're still lagging around. If we to start a business in Jamaica, it's one of the hardest things to start a business. While the Chinaman come from China, come to Jamaica, start a business, none tax for 5 years. And by the time the 5 years come when him to start pay tax, he making cousin and he never and his uncle come and him gone. So and listen, this have been happening for centuries. So this have nothing to do with PNP or JLP. And you know at the end of the day, none of them no want to fix it because all of them want us to the black man.
So everyone has been asking how the Chinese mechanics got into Jamaica. Well, here are the facts. Did you know that in 2015, Jamaica signed over the Kingston Freeport, our main port, our lifeline to China, who has full control for 30 years? Now they control what comes in and they control what goes out. That's why the Chinese mechanics and other companies move the way they want. No one to answer to. No real checks. No oversight. They run the port, they hold the gate. Why do you think it's after the fact Pika stepped in? Because they don't even know what's going on. But somebody know. Because when it comes to these little things, don't think you can think on the same level you were programmed to think on. You have to change your frequency sometimes. And we're standing on the outside of our own house. We can't even act like we never know. Listen, we will never get out of slavery. Because a nation that can't even control its own port is a nation already conquered.
I have a question for Andrew Holness, Kamina J. Smith, and Dr. Horace Chang. As a Jamaican, I'm really concerned, and I just want to express myself, and maybe other Jamaicans feel the same way. In Jamaica, we have over 76,000 Chinese living there, whether they are Chinese descendants or recently migrated to Jamaica, right? Boom. Chinese are able to work in our country, have businesses for over 5 years without paying taxes, while Jamaican people or Jamaican new entrepreneurs who starts businesses have to pay taxes off the rip. First of all, they can't even get funding to start a business, much less. Now, what the Chinese them do is once reach 5 years, they just call down another family member and put the business in their name, and the process continues, and they don't pay taxes, right? But that's not really why I'm here. I'm here because I realize that even as Jamaicans, we need a visa to go to China. But check this out. Chinese don't need a visa to come to Jamaica. That is unfair. To me, that's all ridiculous. You know how much Jamaicans would love to go to China for whatever reasons, whether short stay, business, or pleasure. Like, there gotta be some type of renegotiation. This is 2025, not 1865. So Andrew Holness, Dr. Horace Chang, and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kamina J. Smith, my namesake, please, me I beg you, look into this. Think about it as a politician. Me I have the education I own have, Zane, me I don't know a doctor and them thing. I'm just a regular Jamaican. We have sense and common sense. So, tell me the scholars, if that makes sense. Really need to do something about that. Do something about all these countries where can come to our country and all these things and all get all these easy access to things, but Jamaicans have to struggle so much. Enough fear. Do something about that. I'm begging you, please.
I don't like the way in which the Jamaican government has allowed the Chinese to come in and take over. I believe they own the major port there. I believe that the Jamaican government has given them lands in exchange for services. I believe they built at least one hospital there, a couple of schools. They had constructed a north-south highway or northwest highway that connects one part of the island to the other, so you don't have to drive all the way around to get there, which was necessary. But from what I read, in exchange for them building the highway, the Jamaican government has allowed them to keep, I believe, nearly all of the toll fees on that highway for a certain amount of years. We're giving up too much to get too little. And what bothers me the most about Jamaica, they are the most Pan-Africanist and the most unapologetic of the Caribbean islands. And so if China can take Jamaica, taking the rest of the...
Something really wrong is going on in Kingston and St. Andrew. There is a set of people that don't care about community building, that don't care about families, that don't care about community, and they only care about making money. If you haven't been to Kingston and St. Andrew in a while, you can't be in a one street and you don't see one apartment building. Now, some of these apartment buildings are well positioned. Some of them make sense, right? The corporate area and all them thing there. But when you spread out a little bit out and you go into the communities when you see mom and pop home with them little backyard and thing, and right beside them yard is one tall rotted building that don't make no sense. The people they upstairs looking at you downstairs hanging your panty on the clothesline. Between you, one big building sandwiched in the middle of two homes, of two family homes. So now imagine me now having a beautiful day today. As me leave me yard, what that me see right beside my gate? What is that me see right beside my gate? One sign that say intention to build apartment units. Now, if you don't know me or if you don't follow me, if you never watch my video please go watch them. Me live in the bush. Me live in some hill bush. Me live in the bush. This empty lot is between me and my two neighbors. So this apartment building would be sandwiched between 3 family homes, that which privacy will be completely destroyed, which there is no road to go up there, so because don't see me take cooking oil go try fix up the road there. Them want carry people go up there in an apartment and the place don't have no road. There's no road go up there. The place far up in the hills. Which apartment gonna keep up there, so right? Now you tell me now, why will you want to disturb? First of all, you know, come in and cut off the wall of the trees them. You know, deforest the place. The birds didn't know what to do with themselves. And now, you know, come in with sign that say, you know, I put up apartment building in a tiny, because I want a tiny lot in the middle of the bush, sandwiched in between 2 family homes. I don't care if people are going to go up this or not. I don't care if it has a good point of sale or not. All I care about is the fact that Uno are destroying Jamaica. Uno are destroying Jamaican communities. Uno are destroying Jamaican communities, because even sometimes when Uno don't get the old dilapidated house to buy and tear down and put Uno dot in thinking apartment mashes box in the sky, so all Uno do a scam people with a little mashes box in the sky. It's not, and I'm not talking about this because it a burn me and it affect me now. I have spoken about this plenty of time before, because there's a place for everything. Ambush sandwich between 2 family home, 3 family home is not a place for an apartment building. To all the contractors out there, I'm not saying to stop doing business. I am saying to do consciously, respectfully, with ethic. You don't need to have ethic. There is a place for everything. A community, a neighborhood is not a place for an apartment complex. Uno sick in a uno head. You see the place where I show that where they white bones in a Constant Spring? Uno can put apartment building there, so there's no family home. It's a commercial place. Uno very well uno put uno apartment building over there, so you understand what I say? A community, a street where kids play in the street and families jog out there and cows roam around the place. It's not the place for an apartment building. Don't be so greedy. Why you want to be so unethical? And build a skyscraper to sell mashes box in the skies, which by the way most likely are going to just sit down there, so because there is a overstock in a town. Me don't know who. If people know I buy it down, yes, on a Kingston 6, Kingston 8, Kingston 10, who is going to go buy apartment in the bush? Just have a little conscience, please. And for those of you who are not contractors, whenever you can, please raise your voice. Please raise your voice, because these buildings, these apartment buildings, are destroying communities, families. They are pricing out families. A family that could have purchased that land to be their family home were priced out by a developer. Thank you so much for watching.
The Chinese are taking over Jamaica like rapid wildfire. As a Jamaican, this is very alarming and this is troubling. Listen, I want to explain. Full disclaimer. The Chinese people and the Indians, they are some smart and savvy business people that know how to do business, and they are very great at providing stellar, top-class premier customer service. Something that Jamaicans don't have any idea of doing, at least most. Because a lot of time, people, we go to Jamaican businesses and we go do business And when you go there, it seems like we are begging to be served by our own Jamaicans. So in that regard, the Chinese and the Indians and other foreign people, they know how to conduct business, and they know how to provide customer service to make sure we are served as customers. So that's a full disclaimer. Big up the Chinese them in that regard. But my point is, the reason why this is alarming is because all of the big businesses in most of Jamaica right now are going to be taken over by Chinese, because majority of places right now are running by the Chinese people, Indian people, foreign people. And again, what is due to Caesar, give it to Caesar. They are business minded and they know how to conduct business. But may I tell you, in the next couple of years, might as well you name Jamaica Chinese town. Because may I tell you, everywhere is taken over by Chinese, specifically, and other foreign people, but specifically Chinese. For big example, when I used to go to Linstead back in the day, like 15, 20 years ago, all of the businesses were controlled and run by Jamaicans on both streets, left and right. And surprise, surprise, the last 2, 3, 5, 7 years, those businesses and the business places are shut down and are now reopened by Chinese successfully. So right now you go to Linstead, majority, 90% of the businesses are controlled by the Chinese. But guess what? Guess what the Jamaicans are owning and controlling? The market. In terms of where you go to get local produce, you know, the iglas and the people that sell, you know, yam, banana, cocoa, carrot, whatever. I give credit as well, because without those iglas, a lot of people wouldn't get fresh food. So we have to give that credit to them. But it is alarming that the big businesses are not run and controlled by Jamaicans. It is by Chinese and other foreign people. The Jamaicans now are running as iglas and as vendors on the local bottom of the barrel. There's nothing wrong with that, don't get me wrong. But the big businesses are not controlled by us. So we are not very business minded, it seems. I don't know. But the Chinese and other race of people have figured it out based on my observations. Yo, the next couple of years, brethren, you might as well call Jamaica the new Chinese town. Remember me tell you that. But I digress. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Oh, one more thing. Anyhow, the Chinese men were quote unquote swaggerific and know how to deal with Jamaican woman on a romantic level. Remember me tell you, say, most Chinese man would have gone with Jamaican woman. Remember me tell you, because they are very business minded. But they don't care about Jamaican woman romantically. If they did have the mindset of a Jamaican man in terms of relationship, you would have seen some mixed Chinese pitney down at Jamaica so till your head spin. But I digress. We are talking about Chinese taking over the business and everything that we Jamaicans should control. But business as usual, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Reason we are reason. At the season, good over evil. Big Voice Radio in the building. Let me know what you think in the comment section. It like, follow the movement. Big up on yourself.
Hey, yo, me I say this. But the term, out of many one people, me know me I get what I get for this car. This is not for everybody, by the way. This is a video for just some people. Understand what me I try to say, alright? So if you're one of them people that were shallow and slow, just scroll on and go watch Rosalind. Alright? What am I say? The out of many one people slogan of Jamaica is very misleading, and that thing needs to change. Jamaica needs something more revolutionary, you know? Like a people of resilience. Something that makes fucking sense. But the out of many one people are fuckery. It's an insult. You know? It's an insult, real talk. Because if you really think about it, man, out of the many people, the one that suffer in Jamaica the most is the dark-skinned people, them. You see me I say? The dark-skinned people, them who ancestors, them come off of the boat with shackles around them neck and shackles around them foot. If you come build this so-called Jamaica that a lot of people benefit from under this banner, out of many one people. At time for that slogan go. Me no like it. Me not gonna lie. I know me I get only paid for it. But the out of many one people are fuckery. What me say? A fuckery, because a lot of people use that term as a way to colonize and capitalize and steal Jamaica culture, resource, identity, and a lot of things. Them use this out of many one people, because sometimes I go in the comment of some people that speaking a little bit of patois, right? And you see the Jamaican them in the comment. You know Jamaica out of many one people, so anybody can come to Jamaica, because Jamaica is a, you know, the fool fucker them. Every time, bro. So when them are dead, when people that come out of Jamaica come kill them off, they not gonna know why. Because they're so fucking inclusive. So inclusive, them always including everybody else but actual Jamaican. Jamaican love everybody else but Jamaican. You see me I say? Them love everybody but them own people. So that slogan, out of many one people need to go, bro. A fuckery. Because a lot of people use it to capitalize and steal in Jamaica. Because them under the banner of out of many one people. So as long as them speak a little bit of patois, Jamaican people, the fool one, them are going to co-sign them. You see me I say? You know Jamaica out of many one people. Them always including everybody.
Drunk rough. From when people have left Jamaica. People left Jamaica from before Andrew going up power. People have left Jamaica from before even politics. People have left Canada. People have left America. People have left England. People are left all over the world. You know what people in Canada are left a Jamaica go live now? Drunk up. You know how much people are left America I sign up for their citizenship for God Jamaica now? You know how much people leave from Jamaica? Over 3 million people leave Jamaica for go live a foreign. Over 3 million Jamaicans live in a foreign right now. You know that? But Jamaica still population still over $3 million. What do you think?
Where are the Chinese them that own stores in Jamaica? That me not see no Chinese in Jamaica giving back nothing to the Jamaican people, you know. But every time we as Jamaican people want any form of product for use in our life, in our homes, and the Chinese store that we go to buy them. And as the storm pass, the Chinese store them are the first stores them to open up back. But we see different entities from outside and other countries and other people helping Jamaica and giving back. But me not see none of the Chinese then giving back nothing to the people that were supporting them, you know, and make them have millions of dollars in them pocket, you know. So where are the Chinese them? Me think the Jamaican people need to hold the Chinese them in a Jamaica accountable. Cause the Chinese they just a suck away from the Jamaican people like goat kid and cow calf, you know, and newborn. Eh? Where are the Chinese them for help on?
The Chinese mechanics in Jamaica show about 20-30 cars a day like clockwork, while Jamaican mechanics they carry all stuck in the garage sometime for a whole week. But how did the Chinese get here? How did they set up shop so fast right in front of our eyes? And now Pika is checking immigration status after the fact. But the real question is this: how did we let this happen? The truth is, they came here with a plan. They came with discipline while we still begging for a link and waiting for somebody to sort way out. And why are they so organized and we're not? While they conduct business, we're running around with our hustling mentality. Listen, foreigners are coming in, buying land, running businesses, owning Jamaica, and we're becoming visitors in our own land. Just like some places in Africa where people now work for foreigners in their own country. Sooner or later, the Chinese going to control the parts distribution and shut us out because these people did not come here to try. They came here.
In this video, it opens the examining the growing public perception that Chinese businesses are becoming increasingly dominant in Jamaica. The creator points to the rapid expansion of Chinese-owned enterprises across several industries, arguing that many Jamaicans feel they are struggling to compete. According to the commentary, this growing presence has created anxiety among many local businesses owners and workers who believe economic opportunities are becoming harder to access. One of the biggest concerns discussed in the automotive industry, the creator highlights claims that Chinese-owned auto repairs shops and related businesses have expanded significantly, leading some local mechanics to feel squeezed out of the market. While competition is a normal part of any economy, critics argue that the playing field is not level, leaving many Jamaicans frustrated about their future. The discussion then shifts to the government policies and incentives. The video argues that foreign investors, particularly Chinese companies, have received benefits such as tax concession and easier access to large projects. Meanwhile, many local entrepreneurs reportedly struggle with financing, licensing requirements, and high operating costs. Whether or not these claims reflect the complete picture, the perception of unequal treatment has fueled widespread dissatisfaction among sections of the public. Infrastructure development becomes another major focus. The creator discusses agreements involving the Port of Kingdom and major highway construction projects. These projects are undeniably improved transportation and supported economic growth. But the video questions whether Jamaica has given away too much control over important national assets. Some critics worry that long-term agreement could reduce the country's influence over key parts of its own infrastructure. Beyond economics, the conversation turns towards national identity. The creator argues that Jamaica's national motto, out of many, one people, should promote unity without diminishing opportunities for citizens. So, according to the commentary, some Jamaicans feel that rapid foreign investment and property development are challenging communities and making it increasingly difficult for locals to own land or maintain traditional neighborhoods. Real estate development is another area that receives significant attention. The video suggests that foreign investment has contributed to raising property prices in some areas, making home ownership more difficult for ordinary Jamaicans. Whether driven by international buyers or broader market forces, housing affordability remains a growing concern that many citizens believe deserves greater government attention. Despite the criticism, the creator also acknowledges that foreign investment itself is not the problem. Many countries rely on overseas investors to finance major infrastructure, create jobs, and stimulate economic growth. Instead, the central argument is that government leaders must ensure this investment produce meaningful benefits for Jamaican citizens, rather than allowing wealth and opportunities to flow primarily to foreign interests. The discussions repeatedly reforms to accountability. According to the creator, Jamaicans want greater transparency surrounding government agreements, stronger protection for local businesses, and policies that prioritize employment, entrepreneurship, and economic participations for citizens. The concern is less about the nationality of investors and more about ensuring that development benefits the people who call Jamaica home. Ultimately, the video reflects a broader conversation that is taking place across the Caribbean and many developing nations. As globalization increases and foreign investment continues to grow, government face the difficult task of attracting international capital protecting international capital while protecting local industries, preserving national identity, and ensuring that citizens share in the benefit of economic growth. As always, these issues generate strong opinions on every side. Some believe foreign investment has been essential for Jamaica's development, while others argue that reforms are needed to better support local businesses and communities. Finding the right balance remains one of the country's biggest challenges. So, if you enjoyed this summary, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you believe Jamaica has found the right balance between foreign investment and protecting local industries or interests? Or should more be done to prioritize Jamaican businesses and workers? What do you think? Give me your comment in the comment section. Give me your mind so that we can discuss with you together. Thank you so much. Be blessed.